People on social media talking about working 80 hours a week are rarely working 80 hours a week. I work hard. I work as hard as any other startup founder you might know. And people who know me think I work all the time, but does that really mean I work all the time? Not really. I do work way more hours than the average person in tech, but I still don't think it adds up to 80. 60 for sure, 70 some weeks, 80 very, very rare. So why do people make it seem like they're working 80 hours a week, or they talk about it as a flex? There's a lot of talk about the return of the 996 in Silicon Valley or the toxic culture of working all the time here. And some startup founders have made it a point to tell people they're recruiting that that's how they work. In reality, it's extremely hard to be productive while working 80 hours a week, and I don't advocate that at all. What it really means in spirit is that the company and the work is top of mind for me most of the times I'm awake. Which means I'm thinking about open problems in my mind all the time. I'm ready to solve them at any point of time. And whenever a solution pops into my head, I'm ready to go sit down at my laptop and explore it further. And when I sense myself getting unproductive, I absolutely take a break. Like last night, I had a lot of things to work on, but I had already spent many hours working and I was sensing myself getting tired, so I watched a movie instead. The key difference between people who are committed to working in a startup in early stages, especially the founders and the founding team, and those who are not, comes in the way you spend your free time. I always ask founding team members that they make the company one of the top 2 priorities in life. This means that you're spending your free time recharging, not doing other hectic activities. One of the big problems with people who take these weekend trips and fly in on Monday morning and get into work by noon and think that they're going to compensate by working extra hours in the evening and so on and so forth is that they don't realize that they have just had an intense activity which they need to rest from, and it's actually not possible to be productive when they're back at work. So when people say they work 80 hours, it's not that they're working 80 hours, but they are ready to be committed to work for 80 hours of the week. And when they need to take a break, they're recharging their body and mind.